Hey guys, it's Bill. I've missed making videos about movies, and I've been watching some pretty good ones recently. One of them being Claire Denis' 1999 French film, Beau Travail. Once I watched it, something clicked in me that made me realize I need to talk about it. Full spoilers ahead. Beau Travail, which translates to good work, follows a man named Galop, reminiscing his days as a foreign legionnaire. As a sergeant, he would train and watch over recruits in the Gulf of Djibouti, Africa. Once a young recruit named Centane arrives, however, things take a turn in Galop's focus. The jealousy and frustration Galop feels towards Centane leads to a self-destructive path, and tension rises alongside the desert heat. Although this is a war film at heart, centered around the training portion of the militant lifestyle, Beau Travail feels anything but. Rather than relying on dialogue, visuals and glances between the characters guide the narrative. The cinematography pairing with its operatic score gives Beau Travail a very poetic feel. Agnes Godard films the male form in a very unique way, showcasing the harsh extremities it can go through when training. Every bruise, sunburn, and bloodied scratch is filmed, with the soldiers acting as the film's main source of action. And it's not so gruff and tough. There's almost a delicacy to their bodies, where aerobic poses are done as if the men are attempting to feel in tune with their surrounding nature. The decaying landscape caused by the desert sun could surely give them a relation to the circle of life, as it appears everything around them is either dying or is dead. While we get many instances of the decay in the landscape, there's so much life that surrounds them. The beautiful blue water surely is a spectacle of hope, but what sets these men into rejuvenation is their moments of leisure. We see several scenes where the recruits attend a nightclub, filled with young, beautiful women from the local village. The soldiers dance, drink, and feel at ease. It begs the question of what they truly want their bodies to go through. If not for war and conflict, what else are our bodies made for? Well, not just for obedience, but for recognition, for affection, and love as well. Although it appears that they find some peace from their duties, there's always Sergeant Galop, posed like an eagle, watching their every move. With Galop's character, we see instant insecurities. He's their instructor, but he never feels appreciated or thanked, especially from his commanding officer, Forestier. Hell, the guy sometimes treats him like he isn't even there, like he doesn't exist. After the young recruit Centane rescues a fellow cadet from a crashed helicopter, Commander Forestier's attention is given gracefully to him, going as far as saying he's one of their best. This makes Galop's inhibitions quickly turn to jealousy. It leads to an almost obsessive measure, and it's not like Centane is oblivious to it. He can feel it just as well as the audience. There's a tension created between the two so indescribably powerful. In one of my favorite scenes, the two men circle each other in a soon-to-be wrestling match, as we can assume from the previous scenes. The two stare and act in a bestial nature, clockwising each other into an eventual climax of violence. It's a standoff culminating in so much repression the two have felt for each other, whether it's resentment or infatuation. Their scene acts as a dance the two had yet to share with one another. Eventually, all this energy is exploded into a later scene when the two exchange blows, causing Galop to drive Centane into the desert to abandon him. Centane then goes missing while trying to find his way back to base. Don't worry though, he gets found by the locals, so we're good there, but the military doesn't know this, and this supposed death leads the commander to court-martial Galop and send him back to France. In the final part of the film, Galop holds a gun to himself, possibly questioning suicide. Here we see his tattooed chest, which translates to serve the good cause and die, very fitting, followed by the rhythmic beating of his veins in his arms. A rhythm of his life, perhaps? What follows is the best ending the film could have for him. In the same nightclub the soldiers attended, Galop stands there, alone, dragging a cigarette and preparing his body for his final night in Africa. What better way to end it than to dance to the banger hit, Rhythm of the Night. There's a recurring theme that never leaves Beau Travail's screen, and that's the act of movement, primarily dancing. While yes, dancing is different from aerobic and combative exercises, but there's a vulnerable rhythm that's always present in either one. The men in training, especially when stretching, very much resemble dancers limbering. And this theme of dance, this freedom of dance, accompanies this film until the very end, but with Golop being the watched rather than the watcher for once. While many people have different views on what his dance meant, I find it to be therapeutic for him. He's so reserved at first, not quite knowing when to start. And when he does let himself go, he doesn't dance in sync with the song. He dances to the beat of his heart, which to us appears so sporadic and animalistic. His desire to be recognized by the commander led him to his own downfall. Plus, any affection he did feel for Centane is long gone. So in a sense, he already pulled the trigger, regardless of if he actually did it or not. Now all that's left for him is to express every sense and impulse he spent the whole film disallowing himself. It's kind of sad when you think about it, like he's trying to dance the pain away, but he can't. Yet it feels triumphant, knowing that in a sense he's finally trying to let go of all that pain he once repressed. It's an ending I'll never forget. I had no idea I'd be wanting to make a quick little video about this movie, yet here we are. Thanks guys for watching. Please let me know if you've seen this film, Beau Travail. I think Claire Denis did a beautiful job with it, and I'd like to know what you thought about it, if you've seen it. And what you'd like to hear from me next. I know I'm going to get started on a video for The Celebration. Easily, that's a great film. Definitely going to make a video on that soon. As always, have a great day, guys. It's been Bill. See you later.